What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Joey, aka Joey Schmoey. Welcome back to the Raptorstrike Podcast.
Yeah.
To my right, we have
Raptorman 5.0, lead vocalist.
nice, and
My name's Sal.
his name's Sal. What is up, everybody? If we seem low energy right now,
It's
it's
because
because
we
we
are.
are. We just got done with. We talk about it every single podcast leading up to today. Today was game day. Today was Alamo, the first day of Alamo Hero Con, and it was a butt kicker. It really was. We got there around 8 o'clock, left around 6, and it was blazing hot all day.
You know, it wouldn't have been that bad if it wasn't like 200 degrees out there.
If this was during the winter, GG, easy. I would still be
Amazing.
out there.
Yes. Now, we had a fan right next to us, and that thing felt like a hairdryer because of how hot it was.
Moving air is a whole lot better than no air.
That is true,
So
but it's still really hot.
the other thing about it is, I think, minus the heat, I think we had an amazing day.
Oh yeah,
It,
For sure.
You know,
zero regret.
yeah. Great job to Sal. He really stuck it out, sitting in our booth with the DJ equipment and playing music the entire time until Joey broke it. Yes. The moment Sal got up to go get something to eat, Joey, I don't know what he clicked, but
I didn't click anything. It just
What'd
like
you do? It
died.
just went blank?
So they had requested some songs. So
Yes.
I went to the search bar, requested a song, and it stopped clicking. I was like,
Uh-huh.
what? And then the entire browser went black.
Oh no.
And I clicked out of it. I opened another tab. It was working, but it just went black, and music was like, nah.
the music said, "Yeet."
I don't even know what happened. I think it overheated.
It happens.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
the laptop's like 10 years old or something like that. Just Sal?
Just
Question
Sal.
mark?
So, yeah, Sal was at it pretty much 90% of the time.
Well, we all had a instrumental part in
Yeah,
today's
you guys
event.
were out there talking to people and
I was asleep in the corner.
taking videos and
No,
doing
but
all sorts of media
I
stuff,
would say
so.
for it being a very first event, and also this weekend is just a plethora of other events that were scheduled on the same day.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, those events were bigger than the event that we were trying to think of the word. Bigger than the event that we hosted today or sponsored. But there's no shame in that. I think we did a really great job, and I really appreciate everyone that went out.
Gustavo.
I really appreciate everyone that went out, and we had a total of 12 vehicles out at the show, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you see what we had to work with, I think it was a great success. We had the Overlord Honda,
Yeah.
Mercury Capri. We had the Azure Lane F-150.
And you guys will get to see all sorts of pictures and videos on the next podcast and
Correct.
upcoming media, just videos and slideshows and stuff like that.
Yeah, posted onto the channel. We also got to do interviews with some of the celebrities that were there, and those will also be on the channel. We also have some stuff on the table from vendors that were out there, which I think the license plates are an amazing idea.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's really cool. I mean, it has its dubious legal things, but I mean, as long as you don't abuse it. I mean, it has no official like mounting locations, so as long as you don't attempt to like
Where is it?
strap it to your car and pass it off as a real license plate, you'll be fine.
Placamania. That is the who made this. This was the vendor. So these are actually full custom. They do them while you're there. It takes them about 15 minutes. They ask you what you would like on it. So on ours is La Tome, which is, for those of y'all that don't know, the truck is wrapped in Fire Force, and that is their equivalent to Amen for their prayer. It's La Tome. So I bought two. One will be here in the studio to hang up on the wall and to have every once in a while on the table. And the other is I'm gonna put magnets on the back, so that way I can place it on the truck and not have to be removing and putting back the license plates back and forth. Because I know there will be a day that I forget it, and now I'm driving down the road with a fake Texas license plate.
Fake license plate, you get pulled over, and then you end up in jail.
So
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
Believe it or not, straight to jail.
You drive?
Straight to jail.
The other is a samurai mask that we have, and that is by Whimsical Art Studio. So look them up on Instagram. That's 3D printed. They had a bunch of different statues, and they had Pokemon stuff. They had the samurai stuff. They had just a bunch of different little things that are really, really cool to look at and to have. So once we start doing more events that are inside or in the winter, that mask actually looks amazing on top of the dash right at the cluster. Just be careful with the heat, because it is a 3D printed.
That is really good quality for a 3D print.
Yes.
Like the amount of work it takes to get a 3D printer to print like that, just amazing.
Oh,
like,
you wanna go up to the...
My legs don't work out. My legs do not work. You are getting this until we take up the close-up photos for next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is.
There you go. Yeah, and it's actually functional. They have the mounting holes on the side, so you can have either thread or something that you'd want to tie it up.
What I think it's cool, it has the 4 mounting holes.
Yep.
So it's more.
It's almost like there's an echo in here.
You didn't say 4.
What?
You didn't say 4.
I said there's mounting holes.
You can't count that high. I know
Anyways.
you didn't say that. But yeah, no, this is super high quality.
You guys know how to count?
Sometimes.
No, I went to insert high school name here. What I think is cool, did y'all know that these are all separate pieces?
No.
All put together?
Yeah. They don't
I
put
did
this
not.
all in one, like it's not painted. These are all, like the red pieces are made
Separate.
and then it's the pink, and then they glue them on.
That's really cool.
So it's a little extra effort to make something that cool.
Very nice.
Today's podcast will be just an hour long.
Short.
Yes.
We're running on emergency backup power right now. But again, thank you to everyone that showed up.
Not the building, ourselves.
What?
The building's not running on emergency backup power. We are.
Yeah, we are.
It might be.
But
We don't know.
I think today was a great success. I had a really good time. Everyone that was there seemed to be having fun.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's pretty obvious when people aren't having fun, and I don't think I saw one person not having a good time.
Nope.
So
I
another.
got free ice cream.
Yes.
Do you want to talk? Y'all want to talk?
I want to
about
talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, shout out to Gel U Italian Ice. They were one of the. You can't really
they can
see
see
it, but
We'll have them.
Jarvis.
We'll have them in
Enhance.
the. We'll have them in the description below.
So they're an Italian Ice company, and they went out to the event.
Do they have a website?
www.lovegelu.com.
There we go.
There it is. So
Boom.
Italian Ice Company, really good stuff. We were sitting there at the event, and I asked them, would y'all mind? Because I was getting everybody to sign it. It wasn't just cosplayers. It wasn't just the car people. It was everybody from.
If you're a human being, you signed that.
From the organizer to the custodians. I wanted everyone to sign it, right? Everyone that was there. And I asked them, would y'all like to sign the banner? And I guess the main dude said, we'll sign it if you try a free sample. I said, okay. I'll take that deal. You take that deal?
I'll take that deal.
I'll take that deal too.
Damn
Yep.
good deal.
Damn good deal. And so they went over. It was the two guys that were there, and they gave me and Sal free sample of their mango flavored Italian ice.
Yep.
It was really good. It was great. And then after they signed it, we're sitting around. We're still setting up, and the main guy comes up to us, me and Sal, and hands us 2 full cups of the mango nada, like the full blown chamoy tajin, and I think there was a peach ring on it.
Yeah.
And we're like, wow, is this what it feels like to be a sponsor? And then Noah got one. He gave us another one for Sal too. And then later on, one of the guys were like, play Motown, not Motown.
It was Motown something by Boyz II Men.
Yes, Motown something by Boyz II Men. And
so there's more to that story. You guys were out and about, and it was just
okay. I don't know about this.
It was just me.
Wait. Let me finish that last.
Go
part.
ahead.
Because I remember that he played it. I turned around for a second, and I just see Sal with strawberry Italian ice, like it just appeared. Okay, sorry. Okay, what's the rest of that story?
They took care of
So
Sal.
just
So
me-
thank you, Italian
Yes,
Ice,
thank
for
you.
taking care of
Thank
Sal.
you guys. I love you. But no, I was it was just me, Justice, and the Italian Ice guy. We were just like, he was just like, yo, play this, and then like the song would end, and like I'd start playing like other random crap, and then he'd be like, yo, play this. I was like, all right, bet. So it just
He was just having fun
Yeah,
telling you to listen to jam out to music.
yeah, so he was just jamming out, and then he was like towards the end of it, that's when he asked for Motown something by Boyz II Men, and he was like, yo, you want an ice cream? Oh, it's on me. I'm like,
you like jazz?
I was like, yo, give me a strawberry.
I didn't even hear you ask for it.
I didn't ask for it. He was like, oh, I got you on an ice cream. You want one? I was like, yeah, I'll take some. And he was like, all right. What do you want? I was like,
No,
strawberry.
but I didn't even hear you request a strawberry.
Oh,
It just
okay.
appeared
It just
in your
appeared.
hand.
And then he like walks off. He goes and like puts a couple scoops in a cup, and then he puts the spoon on it, and he puts the little peach ring on it.
Mhm.
And then he walks back and gives it to me, and then you look around, and then you're like,
I was like, where'd you get that? Who
then-
the else is that?
you made a comment that was like, so you just I forgot what he said. He's been
feeding you or feeling you?
feeling. Yeah, I couldn't exactly tell. It was too loud.
I think I said he's been feeding you all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, but yeah, it was great. Best experience ever.
If you are available for tomorrow, we will be back. We will be doing music, and
Yes.
I think it's a great event. They do have it jam packed full of vendors, and a lot of the vendors are very easy to talk to. They're very motivated, and they want to be there. There's a
they're-
difference between someone trying to sell something and they don't want to be there. compared
This
to-
is
Yeah,
that's something that we've talked about, where I've mentioned on the podcast, is when someone's passionate about something, it shows. And they were all very passionate about their craft, passionate about being there, wanting to if it was an artist, they can tell you how they made it, when they made it, how long it took them.
I would hope they'd be able to tell you how
No,
they
but
made
you have
it.
some people who aren't really passionate about it, and they'll be like, I just made it. You know what I mean? Or like, even with the 3D printer people, I bet you ask them like, how did they make it, and they'll go on a whole rant about it, you know? So seeing like-minded, passionate people all together at an event was great. Yes, we are still streaming because we are dedicated to
wham.
giving y'all episode 7 of the Raptorstrike Podcast. Well, remember, it's darker on the actual stream.
Oh,
Because
Just like me.
alrighty.
what?
He's
Anyways,
like, it's darker on the actual stream. I'm like, just like me.
Yes. That was very dark.
one of the things that I really enjoyed about the cars that showed up, it was at random, and it's really goes to we're really trying to take the approach of the automotive culture that's, I don't want to say all inclusive, but it's just we're all there for
We're all
cars or
accepting.
trucks. It doesn't matter if it's a lowrider. It doesn't matter if it's a race car. It doesn't matter if it's a race truck.
As long as it's
off-road
not
truck.
trash.
Well,
Thanks, Sal. Thanks, Sal.
we're accepting of all cultures and subcultures.
Yeah, and it's like we're there for the cars. And I know we had talked to a lot of other people that have put on their own events, or they're seasoned veterans, I'll say.
Yeah.
And the first thing that almost everyone would tell me is get a site map go on Google Maps, go to the parking lot, and start separating where you want everybody to park. So hot rods here, low trucks here, you know, and start making sure everybody has a different spot for a different parking area. And, you know, not in the sense of like, oh, I want to be different about it. It's like, I want to stay true to what we want to be. And so my thing was, the moment you get there, that's where you're parking.
You're finding a spot. And
There's no, you go park way over there in the back. You know, unless you're in like a bus, because we've been to shows where there like a classic 53 bus pops up, and you're like, where do I even put this?
Yeah.
So I understand why you're put way in the back, but in another sense, it's just you had like I was saying, the Overlord Honda, which is an anime rep. You have a Mercury Capri right next to him. Yeah, you know, which is a beautiful car. Then you have the Azure Lane next to him, and then next to that anime, it's a garage built,
LS swap SN95
Mustang, which is, I mean, he built it by him, you know, himself in his garage,
mind you.
and so
That guy's dedicated. He has no AC.
Oh yeah, him and his wife are very dedicated, and tomorrow they're heading back, but they're taking the wife's new Mustang because she's like, it's too hot to be driving this car.
You said no AC.
There's no
like
AC.
Full race car.
I don't think. Well, he did the engine swap, and it's like, bam, there it is. You don't need no AC. We die like men. You
Bam,
know?
Chevrolet.
No hood, no the power windows. You had to use like a screwdriver. It was
Yeah. He would move the connectors. She's like, I always told him, use the switches, you know, change the switches.
He's like, I don't got time
He's
for
like, I
that.
ain't got time for that. It's too hot. So like he would open the door panel, and he's using a screwdriver to
A true
Bridge
car
contact.
enthusiast.
Yeah,
Bridge contact.
that is a real car enthusiast right there.
Yep.
And
And
only care about going fast and not about getting there safely.
Or comfortably.
But
Yeah.
We don't do comfort.
You know, it's hot. And so we even had we had more trucks out there. So of course we had Sal's
Yes.
truck out there, and also we had our very first Black Widow F-150 out there.
Yeah.
Shout out Justice.
A
his
matte
dad.
tan. The truck is beautiful.
Desert gray, desert tan, and
Yep.
I almost said gray.
Like matte
Yeah.
color.
I don't know if it's a wrap or if it's
It's like
actually
satin.
paint.
It's paint.
It's
Because
paint.
he
Yeah.
opens the door and it's all the door. Everything's that
Oh,
color.
wow.
It is a very nice truck. And one of the things that I did enjoy, and you know, we'll have pictures and we'll be able to show them later. But we got photos with, I believe, every driver. Correct? Maybe we missed one or two. But we actually did like small photo shoots with the driver.
We got a good chunk of them.
Yeah, we maybe missed one or two. But for the most part, everybody was excited. You know, hey, we'd like to take pictures of you with your car. You know, car owner.
We weren't
Yeah.
able for 3, but they were busy.
Justice was a little too into it. Like, I almost gave him my number, dude.
Straight up, he was hitting them poses. Fierce tiger gur.
So, but I had a really great time, and I was really happy that the individuals that showed up for the car show, for the most part, everybody knew each other, so everybody would just hang out in a big group. And for future events, I hope that's how things go for that. And you know, everyone's just together, hanging out, having a good time.
Yeah, those are the
And-
good events.
Yes. So, and we actually have, man, I wonder if I can pull that up.
No, you can't.
We probably can't, because I have to download it again. But we
Well,
actually, one of the things that I was really excited to do was we got all the drivers together and, you know, their families, or if they had family with them, and we did a group photo, which I was really happy to do. It just goes to show, you know, everyone's there just to have a good time.
Yes.
And that's what we want to provide. A good time, family friendly, and lost my train of thought.
Good time, family friendly, and just a great environment to be in.
Yeah, it was fun. I got free ice cream.
You did get free ice cream. I got a discount on a pop.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't have that
I've left
one.
it in the truck, but a vendor gave me a free little alpaca keychain that she made.
Yeah, it was pretty
Which
nice.
vendor?
I left it in the truck.
No, but like where? In the stadium convention center.
She was at the center, like dead center. She had jewelry with her and
Yes,
little
I actually- yeah.
trinkets. Okay. But we also had people. We had people show up that I haven't seen in years,
Yes.
and it's a different feeling when you see someone that you haven't seen in a very long time, and you just pick up where you left off.
Mm-hmm.
It's like nothing. It's for me. It seemed
Real dog.
It seemed like a couple of days had passed and you saw them again. Yet I haven't seen them in like 3 years.
Mm-hmm. You
So-
pick up where you left off.
It's refreshing to know there's still people out there like that. And for Leo in the chat, thank you for heading out and hanging out with us for practically the day. I was telling the guys,
Yeah,
I
that
was
was great.
surprised you. I was surprised that you were there that long. But it's always great to be with a group of friends and just have a good time together. Which we also have a video that we're going to be showing once we get the editing done. We all had embroidered shirts made. We had embroidered hats, and we actually got one for Leo. Leo's made all of the shirts that we've had, or he's made this shirt, their shirts, all the different colors that I've had. Just out of support.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was finally time that we gave him something back.
Yeah, and we have when we release the YouTube video for the event, we get to catch his reaction live. We'll do it live.
Yeah. No, we really did try to film a lot more, take a whole lot more photos. We had a banner made for our booth, and it has all of the supporters. And Sal and Joey actually had a really good idea of getting markers and just having everybody sign.
That was Joey's idea. I'm
Joey?
not going to take credit for that.
Gotcha.
That was my cat's idea, actually. So one night we were chilling there, and my cat just comes up to me and says, "You should bring a marker for the banner." And no one's gonna believe you about this, by the way. No one did, but I thought it was a good idea.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll believe you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then you told me to bring the drone, and I didn't bring the drone.
I can get it for tomorrow.
Oof.
That is true. I'll have to
We'll put it
load
on the
up.
inside and just smack everybody.
One thing I do want to talk about, which isn't event related, it's kind of one of those things that, it really grinds my gears.
What?
Socks with sandals.
So we got the shirts made. We went out. I actually went with my mom and we bought the shirts to try to just speed up time. Benefit of the doubt, I waited a little too long. But we went with a company, and
Who shall not be named?
they assured us things will be done, at a reasonable time. And I had a whole build out of where I wanted things, how to do it, when to do it, and unfortunately, they dropped the ball. Every once in a while, people drop the ball. It's no big deal. We're human. We make mistakes, right? But it's also one of those things where if you're a local small business, you don't have that luxury of dropping the ball. Like if you're a really big, if you're Target and you drop the ball with one person, it doesn't matter because you have 100,000 other people that are going to be your customer. But coming from a spot where I had my own business, you do not get that luxury. There's no do-over. There's no better advertisement than word of mouth. Similar to like the agaves, they're all word of mouth. There's no commercials. There's no, websites. There's no nothing. It's all purely off of customer service and how you get the job done. But that's me being. I'll get off my high horse. I'm sorry.
It's valid points.
It is, but like I'm saying, I'm human too. They're human as well. So it's not that I'm faulting them for it, but it's also you got to do better.
Don't be sorry, be better.
So, will we try to use them again? Maybe.
Second chances are worth some people.
Second chances are worth it. Like I said, we all make mistakes. We're only human. Also, I will admit I waited a little too long. That's on me. So it was also a week to get it done, but
yes. But on that, let me tag in for this one. Yes, it was a week.
here you go.
Yes, it was a week. Yes, it was pretty tight on the thing. But if it's too tight of a window and it's not
agree
enough
to it?
time, don't agree to it. If I come to you and say, hey, this is a week away, less than 7 days away. I need this, and that. Can you do it? That's a lot of stuff. Maybe I can do this within a week. Maybe I can do this. I'm not going to be able to do this.
Like, at least be realistic about it.
But don't be like, yeah, I can do all of it, and then don't do it. Like, put your money where your mouth is, type of deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, at least be realistic about it.
It's difficult. It is.
Yeah.
It is truly difficult. We were also a little bit of background for this week. I wasn't even here this week.
Mm-hmm.
I was out on the
Both of
state.
y'all weren't
On the
here.
you weren't either. So it's
I was out here holding it down.
Joey's back hurts from carrying this team.
Y'all see them? Y'all see how they're built like Buicks? And I had to carry them.
Hey, I'm a Cadillac
like
dog.
1970s
Yeah, like a DeVille.
Cadillac.
A hearse.
It's the man. I lost my train of thought. Thanks,
Got
Joey.
you.
What was I saying?
You weren't here this week. Sal wasn't here this week.
Okay, so we have this build up to an event, our very first event at that. And I'm not even in the same city. I'm nowhere near the same city of where we need to be. So, you got a million miles a minute. You got to focus on your day job because that's what allows you to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, you're also trying to juggle to try to do the Raptorstrike stuff.
Raptor strikes.
Unfortunately, I really lost track of where I was going with that.
I think what you're trying to get at is that it's really difficult to juggle everything because you're not only juggling Raptorstrike and all of its issues, right? But also your day job.
Well, at that point, it sounds like I'm complaining, but I'm just trying to.
You're doing it's because you're passionate about it and you're going to get it done. You're not saying like, well, I have my day job. I have this, and that.
I had a good point and I lost it. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Bum, bum, ba-dum.
Okay. But yes, but yeah, overall today, going back on that topic, was amazing for our first event. It felt from my experience, walking around that place. What?
Tell the truth about what you can do.
What a great idea. Yeah. It should be a theory taught in school.
Wow.
Yeah, they don't teach that in school.
Walking, like, being able to say, we came, we saw, we conquered, bringing what we said we were
still
going to
not done
bring
yet.
today, because the Saturday was the big event. We were given the expectation of, I want at least 10 cars, and we brought 12. We brought the DJ booth. Everyone was having a good time, to the point where people were like, man, I wish it wasn't that hot outside. I would have been out here more.
The one thing I heard a lot of compliments about the music you were playing and like all the beats, everyone was saying, I wish y'all were inside.
Yes.
Because the party is outside, but it's too hot to party.
Exactly.
But people were really excited about the music.
Mhm.
And we've said this about an event that we went to in Houston. Music makes all the difference.
Music makes you lose control.
Exactly. But not copyrighted.
Let's go.
But I mean, we went to an event and the DJ actually canceled.
They flaked out.
They flaked out the very last minute. And so we were there and we were a part of the show.
Raptorstrike saves the day yet again.
And we went out and I told the organizer, I said, you know what?
We don't need to be copyrighted. Hey.
Chill out. I told the organizer, you know what? I was wearing the original Raptorstrike logo that Leo made.
The shop one, right?
Yes, the one that's like I'm wearing that in almost all the first 10
Yeah.
YouTube videos that we have.
Flag one.
Yeah. And so I told him, we're going to run to the store real quick. I will buy a speaker and we'll play music, because there's no way I'm going to sit here for 6 hours or 6 or 7 hours in the dead silent. There's no way. So we took off. And I can probably find the photo if I look for it hard enough. But we set up the speaker in the bed of my truck. And so it's sitting up forward, it's facing out towards everybody, and we played music for like the next 7 hours.
Yeah.
And so of course they were very thankful, and they're like, I appreciate it, that, you know. And the thing I liked the most about that was the organizer didn't try to take credit.
Yeah.
They were like, these guys went out and, you know, they came in clutch. They just went out and bought a speaker and they started playing music. And so of course everybody that attended is like, this guy just left to buy a speaker to play music for everybody? Yes, we did. Because music can make or break an event.
No, you know why you did it?
Why did I do that?
You know why we did it as
Why?
Raptorstrike?
You weren't even there.
We as an entity. You know why? Cause we're doers.
Somebody
Cause
mute his
we're
mic.
doers.
Somebody use this one.
I was there with you on Spirit.
No.
Where were you?
Yeah, where were you?
I think I was out of town for work. I had to be.
Oh, you were in
Damn, this guy's having a revelation over here.
what's that place that you went to that wasn't Las Vegas? That you went for an extended
Wichita
period of
Falls.
time? There you go.
Yeah, I was out for work. See, I wanted to be there. I wanted to. So we, as the Raptorstrike, we went to Comic.
He muted your mic.
We went to Comic Palooza.
I think the
I hate you
funniest.
both.
I think the funniest part about that event is my boss actually showed up.
Oh yeah, that was great.
I saw his truck and I'm like,
Did he bring the S10 to that?
what?
No,
Not that boss.
That's not my boss.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know the lore.
That's my buddy, dude.
I don't know the lore.
I don't know the
Anyways.
lore.
My boss shows up and it's funny because I saw his truck or his SUV off the corner of my eye, and I'm like, so I busted out laughing, and so I was like, what the hell's going on? What's the matter? Like, nobody said anything. It's quiet.
Why are you laughing?
I was like, that's my boss. My boss just showed up. So, you know, he sat and he talked with us for a while, and unfortunately that event was pretty dead. And he looked around, he said, where's everybody at? I'm like, oof. Alrighty, well, there's that. But I think it's hilarious. Maybe hilarious isn't the right word, but the people that I work with know so much about what I do on my off time that it doesn't help the fact that there's times where I'm like behind on work and they're like, hey, how did the event go? How did this go? How's the podcast going? And I'm like, I think all of our priorities are in the wrong spot right about now. So, but it's really cool to have a hobby that your peers and the people you work with respect.
Yeah.
And because to be honest, there's a whole lot worse things I could be doing.
That is very true.
See, they're like, we've said this before, leading up to the first episode of Raptorstrike, 2-3 in the morning, planning stuff. And then we were like, oh yeah, I was out till 3. Oh, what party did y'all go to? Or, oh, what bar did y'all go to? It was like, nah.
We went to a business meeting.
We were having meetings while watching anime in the background.
Yeah. Or we'd have music playing in the background, similar to if you've watched the Comic Palooza 2023 video vlog that we have on YouTube. We did episode 6 or 5, and after that, we were sitting here and we started writing out all the scenes that we filmed and how to line them up and who to talk to
Episode
next.
5.
You're just storyboarding
And
out
so-
the episode.
Exactly. And so it just becomes this monster that you're always trying to improve. You want to do better. And I always hear from the people that support the channel and know me, and they're like, hey, you're a little too hard on yourself. Y'all are just starting. You know, you're not going to be professional at it right out of the gate. But I just have that mentality of we can do good, and I know we can do it straight out of the gate. Which is it a realistic thing to we had this conversation earlier today. Is it a realistic expectation? No, absolutely not. But it's one of those things that you just, if you're passionate enough about it, you do it. And like you said, we're doers.
We're doers.
And it's always that, it's just a leap of faith. So if there's a hobby that you'd like to do, a friend of Joey's came out, she supported, and originally she didn't want to cosplay. She didn't feel like cosplaying. She was maybe nervous about it. She's never done it before.
Biggest thing was like she didn't want to go. She thought it was just comic books, that you had to dress up as a comic book character.
Okay.
And so she didn't. It was like, am I going to be out of place? Well, we're like, no, just go for it. And she was like,
if there's anybody out of place, it's us three.
Yeah.
Sitting out front.
The big Samoans with the Texas flag on a white shirt.
Exactly. And when Joey told me about that, I told him, call her right now. I need to talk to her. And at that rate, it's just do you. If you want to do it, do it. Don't think that anyone's gonna be like, hey, that's weird, that's out of place here. People were selling Harry Potter stuff. Like, it's just about enjoying the character and enjoying yourself. And I've said this in past episodes, my quality of life started looking up for me as soon as I stopped caring about what other people thought, and I stopped trying to change myself to become something I wasn't. And my thing was just do you, and everything will fall into place. And it sounds like the most cliche thing that I've ever heard, and it actually makes a lot of sense if you do it. I was out to tell a small story. I was out with Sergeant Hood, and we were out at a store, and the guys out front for checking everybody out could see the truck from outside. And one of the guys said, why a raptor wrapped in anime? I said, why not? He's like, no, maybe, why didn't you do a JDM truck? And I said, well, I don't want a JDM truck. Heard. So I said, why don't you get, a Tundra or a Tacoma or, Nissan, whatever, and you wrap it? I go, I think that'd be a great idea. You can come out to shows. And he's like, no, I'd rather get a Raptor. I'm like, well, thank you. What are you questioning me for?
Yeah.
And at that point, it's not, if you have fun, they will come to the event. It'll show. It will. Sorry, I got sidetracked.
No, you're good.
But it's just that thing of, you're going to get people to question you all the time, no matter what you do. So you might as well just do what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And do it for you. There's times where I guess you're in relationships where it's like you got to do like a costume party or whatever and dress together. That's a different story. But if you want to go out, the whole reasons for Comic Cons is just for people to enjoy themselves and to be able to dress up and not be Halloween. It's just purely to have fun and have a good time. And if you got a problem with that, then you got some serious issues. And I hope you figure them out. But, and for this being one of her first Comic Cons, I think it's a great introduction. Yes. Because at that point, if you were doing like a Comic Palooza, that's sensory overload.
Yeah.
It's completely overwhelming.
Even as far as San Japan.
San Japan too. It's just, if you think of Alamo Hero Con, multiply that by 50, and then add 75 cars all in the same area.
Yes.
And indoors.
It's absolutely insane. But as I've told everyone that we talked to today, the big reason why I am absolutely okay with supporting Alamo HeroCon is, the organizer's he wants everyone to be able to enjoy it. It's not about money this, money that. Let me charge the most I can for tickets. Let me do this, let me do that. But he gives out promo codes. Like the weekend pass is $20. But if you put in the promo code, it's $12 for the weekend. Where Saturday is $15 or Sunday is $10. But if you pay for the weekend pass, it's $12. Mm-hmm. And it just goes to show how much like, yes, you need the money to be able to do these shows, to pay for the venue. And it's nice to see that someone's out here trying to have and give the ability to people to just enjoy and have fun, where it's not $100 right out of the gate just for the ticket, and now you're paying for parking, now you're paying for this, now you're paying for that, because by the time you get there you have no really money to, you know, like I'm saying, with all the 100,000 square feet of vendors, you know, now you got to pick and choose what you want. But I really enjoy the like I said, I really enjoy the vendors. I enjoy the volunteers. I enjoy I enjoy the organizer, and I think there's no better place for us to begin our journey. And yeah, you can thank the sun for that one.
The difference.
Oh,
Mine's
there you are.
Yeah.
There you are.
So how'd you get color?
Well, he was in the shade most of the time.
I mean, like,
That's just his natural.
His natural gradient.
We look like burnt chicken nugget.
But yeah, and kind of going back to the original point that started this, being able to do what we said we were gonna do, organize the car show, bring out the DJ booth, and walk around like we helped this event, it felt great. You know what I mean? Like, just walking around to getting to say I sponsored this, or we sponsored this event, and not be like, oh, they're that sponsor, they're the sponsor that dropped the ball. You know, like when you get to those, like, you know what I mean?
I don't think you ever hear about the sponsors that drop the ball because they never show up again.
True. But like being able to be like, yeah, we're one of the sponsors for the event. We just want to check up on y'all. Hey, we have this banner. We want all the vendors signed. It just felt really good.
Yeah, and you know, most everybody was excited. I've never seen someone more excited than when you say, "Hey, we have a banner. This is our very first event, and we have it like a keepsake. But we would love for everybody to sign it."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a line of like 4 people at a time to to sign. And I think it's great. I mean, we even had a cosplayer sign Harley Quinn because she was dressed as Harley Quinn. And I think that goes to show the fun of being able to do what you want and enjoy what you're doing.
Be a doer.
Be a doer. Exactly. And I was going to say something else. The heat really takes it out of you. I'll tell you that.
No, yeah.
Be sure to stay hydrated. Be sure to stay hydrated.
Luckily, we had a lot of water.
A lot of water, a lot
shout
of power raids, body armors.
Shout out my dad for letting me use his ice chest and packing up all those waters, because it really saved the day.
So now that you bring that up, the ice chest that we had that I took,
the leaks.
Yeah. Well, I probably didn't screw the back end correctly, but that ice chest was never an ice chest. It was my lunchbox. That's where all my stuff would go into. I had a night shift gig. Hey. I had a job that was night shift, and all I was doing was sitting in the truck waiting for a train. Honest to God, I promise you, I was waiting for a train in the middle of the night in Austin. And so that thing was jam-packed full of snacks. So it's like, if I started dozing off, I just popped that puppy open and
snack.
I had pretzels and drinks and sandwiches and don't even, you're already looking in this direction. You leave me alone, sir.
That's funny though.
Oh, that's right. Chewbacca, right at the very end, Chewbacca was there.
I felt like, that's dedication.
Dude, that whoever it was either was on stilts because they were tall, extremely tall.
But I wonder how that suit was, because like mascot suits. Have y'all ever seen like a professional mascot suit before? It has like one ventilation. No. It has its own fan inside of the suit, and sometimes multiple fans. So like the Spurs Coyote, it's like their arms to their legs to their head is all air conditioned basically. It has the fans and all
Did
of
you
them.
know that?
I knew some of them had it, but
Now it's like a regulation.
like from what I understand, like a lot of them are just ventilation fans, and they're not like actual like air conditioning.
Well, it's not like I use the wrong
Again,
word,
moving air is better than still air.
because like
Absolutely correct.
I was the mascot handler at Tamusa a few times, and I would see the suit, and they would have the fan in the back of the head to cool down the head. Still, that suit was hot, but if that Chewbacca suit was like professionally made, he probably had some like ventilation. Which I
hope so.
What's going on with
his little lunchbox.
Very small.
That's a Spy X Family reference.
His little lunchbox.
No. The Eric's last comment. Do you remember that?
I haven't seen it in a while.
Oh, that's
I
what.
still haven't seen season.
That's
2.
with Bond the dog.
Oh, is that season 2?
Oh, I don't know.
Oof.
I don't remember.
Spoilers.
Season 2.
That's the dog.
That's...
I
Oh,
saw
the
up to,
second
like,
half
season- yeah.
of the first season.
No,
It's season
they
1.
didn't get the dog in the first season.
It's the second half of the first season.
They didn't get. Can we get a fact check, please, Jarvis?
Anyway,
Hold on, I gotta look
Jarvis
it up
enhanced.
because you don't listen.
It's the second season.
It's the second half of the first season.
The season finale of the first season is when they went to the aquarium and they didn't have the dog yet.
Hold on, because I'm gonna fight you here in a little bit. Me.
Check it.
Let's see.
I'm not in this.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I don't even know where is it?
Check. Can we get a fact check?
Here it is. An anime television series adaptation produced by. Okay, that's a lot. In Asia, a second season is set to premiere in October of 2023.
When does the dog appear in Spy Family?
The second half of the first season. You owe me dinner, dog.
Where are we going?
3 a.m. Waterbury, you down?
No, not
So-
today.
No, I'm just gonna go
Struggling.
home.
I'm
and
hungry.
Just knock out.
Okay, anyways, it's one season cut in 2 halves, okay? Believe me. I know what I'm talking about.
Just because you're right doesn't mean correct. Anyways, moving on.
Uh-huh.
As I was saying.
Sal, what was your favorite moment?
Free ice cream.
Okay.
I knew it. I knew it.
I already said
I
it.
knew it. That man was on cloud 9 with his 2 free cups of ice cream.
I think
Yes,
a
sir.
good story to tell about
Yes,
this is why he enjoys the free ice cream. Is this man ran out of my house one day.
Almost got run over by
He
a
heard
car.
the ice cream truck, and he ran out of my house, clear across
Yelling
the
ice
driveway, outside of the gate, almost got hit by a car, and he was yelling, "Ice cream!"
Did you even get ice cream?
Yes.
He did, but he almost got. I'll tell you that.
So is that your favorite dessert?
Ice cream?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm lactose intolerant, by the way.
Oh, but Italian ice isn't ice cream.
Yeah, it's dairy free. That's why I was enjoying it.
That's why you were able to sit there so long. A mukbang right there.
A mukbang. We should do that.
What was your favorite part about today?
It wasn't really like a particular moment, but my element is organizing and walking around during events. So when I would do events at Samusa or when I help production at my job, it's being able to walk around. Hey, you doing good? Hey, how's everything going? Hey, can we get this? Can we get that? Can we get this? To kind of get it smooth. So being able to walk around all day, because I wasn't sitting in a spot for more than like, what is this dude?
YouTube blocked me.
YouTube blocked him.
My guy was spamming too many letters.
So being able to walk, because I wouldn't stay in one spot for more than 10 minutes. I would walk around, do my rounds, talk to people,
Leaving work was my favorite part.
I know. But just the organization and being able to walk around with some type of chip on my shoulder.
What?
Chip on your...
And interact with people.
Yeah, interact with people. The
Okay.
chip. Why do you say what?
I don't. Maybe I just wasn't listening correctly.
To walk around with a chip on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to be able to be like,
Which goes against our be cool, stay humble.
it's not okay. No, having a chip on your shoulder is not the opposite.
Sir,
of
expect the
humility.
write-up in the office.
It's being able to be like, it goes back to my leaked a little bit. It goes back to my quote, when pride meets passion. It's being able to be prideful and proud of your passion and your work, but not being cocky, arrogant, or condescending. So being able to say we did this, being able to say that we put in effort to get to this point over the last 3 months and walking around like we did it. That's what I mean by like a chip on your shoulder.
Like a payoff.
Mm-hmm.
It's a relief.
Yes.
Okay. I gotta be honest with you. I didn't sleep a wink last night.
I wonder why.
I was so nervous, and I don't think it was like anxiety, but it was just I kept waking up every few minutes. What?
Chips in a bag?
Good. If
Oh.
not,
Instead of chips on
Yeah.
your shoulder?
yes. Good. If not, I would.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, she would have blocked them on YouTube. I didn't sleep a wink. I think I woke up around 4:30, and then I tossed and turned a little bit more. And then I was maybe awake around 5 again, and I just started watching YouTube.
I actually woke up early, which is like rare.
Then my
But-
alarm went off that I set at 6. When I got up, I took a shower, and it's just like I looked in the mirror and like my eyes are red. Yeah, like I didn't sleep at all. But it was just I think it was just a boost of adrenaline. Like it's here, the day's here. We've been prepping for it for the last few months.
Today's the day, the sun is
And-
shining. the
Yeah.
cake is
It's
clean.
game day.
Yeah, and
The cake is clean.
you know the funny part is what she sent in the group chat, but I can't say it here.
Get up.
Quoting
Is Joey Diaz.
yeah, he's quoting Joey Diaz. So if you know who that comedian is, you know why I can't say that out loud.
Get up. It's game day.
Exactly.
It's been a rough couple of months.
I will say though, the
Katrina's cousin Maria.
most popular vehicle that was in the show was a I want to say Lilo and Stitch, but it was just Stitch.
It's just,
Dodge Challenger. That was the only thing I ever heard of people walking up to the
the
event.
Stitch car.
They're like, "Oh my god, that is so cute. That is so," and people would go take pictures with it.
Mhm.
And I think that is very funny, purely for the reason that the way that I kind of met that person was I went to my bank, and they were in the parking lot, and so luckily they have their Instagram on the door, and I looked them up, and I said, "Hey, I just saw your vehicle. We're doing a show." And he called me yesterday and he said, "Hey, I forgot that I volunteered to work today. So can I drop the car off, leave, and then I can come back after I work?" I said, "Yeah, that's perfectly fine." So we ended up just parking it there and just pre-staging it. And, you know, we had a lot of problems starting this morning with not knowing that there was going to be baseball tournaments. So people were already parked up in the parking lot.
But did you see there was like 3 teams that came up? I
Yes.
counted 3.
One of the teams that I saw come up, there was a few people from there, but their
Raptors.
team was the Raptors. And I was like, Raptors, I love it.
Raptors.
That is awesome. I love
The
that name.
Raptors.
You're a little more subtle
The Stitch car.
Oh, yeah. I think because the you know, it's a camo blue on blue, and it was really nice. The attention to detail was there.
Very well done
Yes,
for like a rap like that.
correct. And I got to talk to the guy for a while, and you know, he was really excited. He's like, "Man, I love events like these," and just being able to. I think him and I had the same idea with the vehicles. It's like if you can make somebody's day better by having something that nobody's ever seen, or that you don't get to see a lot, it's all about the experience. It's all about the people, and again, just doing you. If there's a theme for today's podcast, it's just do you. There's no better way to state it.
Hasn't that been the theme like the past 3 podcasts?
Oh, probably. But, the more we repeat it, the more people remember, and the more, people start to...
Just be you.
Just be you, yeah. But we are coming up towards the end of the hour, and...
We're actually doing a 4-hour stream. Guys!
12 hours, let's go. We will just go straight from the stream to...
Those are brutal. I don't think I can do those anymore.
No?
Yeah, no.
I can do 3.
I'm sure we can give it a shot.
I can do 3 hours.
Maybe if we didn't have a whole event tomorrow.
A 12-hour stream? No.
Anyways, we're coming up to the end of the hour.
We'd have to play video games.
One thing that I do want to say is thank you. I don't think I can say it enough to everyone that went out today. All of the supporters. Give the Overlord car some love too. Yeah, actually, a lot of people like the Overlord car as well. There was actually the Harley Quinn cosplayer. She's like, I want to go look at it, but I can't walk in these heels that far. She's like, it looks really nice, but I'm not gonna walk over there.
Break heels off too.
But everyone there was excited to be there, and everyone was smiling, which is a rare sight nowadays. I don't think I saw one frowny face. Maybe Sal. Sal was looking at me straight face, and he's like, "It's hot, dude.
I'm dying. I'm
It's hot.
melting.
Makeup's melting, hurts my eyes."
Get your clown cousin.
Your clown cousin, come bang this Dan out, baby.
Excuse me.
Transformers. The first one. What's his name? Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
At the car leadership.
Yeah.
I love that scene.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Get your clown cousin and come bang this den out, baby.
So, to everyone that went out there, we really appreciate it. The Overlord car, we actually have an interview with him. This is actually one of the last events that he's going to be doing with us, because he is armed forces. So he'll be what is it called? Deployed to either another base or stationed at another base. He's a really cool guy, so we will have that interview up. And we also did a little Raptorstrike going away gift, and we got one of these license plates. And the really cool thing, I think, because he didn't have to do that, he actually had everybody that was at the car show, his friends, us, we all signed it. And I think that was really cool of him. And it's something he's going to keep for with the car, as long as it's wrapped. But again, to Agave's Jewelry, CV Fabrication, Alamo HeroCon, Wrap Cuts by Jaws, everyone that's been along on this journey, it's been...
Shout out to my legs.
Shout out to the sidewalks for keeping me off the street. Shout out my legs for always supporting me.
I can never be serious with you guys.
Shout out my arms for always being by my side.
Harley Quinn left the venue barefoot.
R.I.P.
You know what? I think she was holding her heels in her hands.
Imagine she's
I
just
don't
sprinting
blame
across the parking lot so her feet don't burn.
That would suck. Because I know that pavement was hot. But to everyone that's been along for this ride, something that we talked about today, 2023 has been such a blur. There's so much progress that we've made, and I couldn't be prouder of the guys sitting here at the table with me. And just looking back at it, we've hit a lot of opportunities, and as always, be cool and stay humble. We'll see y'all next time. Thank you.
Yeet.
Yeah. How do I do this?
I